A group of Fairfield residents are considering taking legal action after more residential wells were found to be tainted with high levels of forever chemicals known as PFAS.
The Department of Environmental Protection says 29 wells have now tested higher than the EPA advisory levels for these industrial chemicals. The compounds were first discovered in milk from the Tozier dairy farm nearly a year ago. The tainted milk was pulled from the shelves. The source of the contamination, biosolids used on farmland as fertilizer. News Center's Vivian Lee has an update.
State regulators have sampled water from more than 100 private wells near the Tozier dairy farm. So far, 29 wells show levels exceeding the EPA's advisory levels, some as much as 8 to 15 times above the safe limit. Town officials are distributing free bottled water at the Fairfield Benton Fire Department to impacted residents.
There will be water available for residents for however long it takes until they have filtration systems installed.
State regulators are expected to begin installing carbon filtration systems a week from Monday. The contamination is believed to be from biosolids applied to the dairy farm fields for nearly 2 decades, a practice that is allowed in Maine. The compounds are linked to a number of health issues, including immune system problems and organ cancers.
We had concerns about what was in that sludge right from the beginning.
Penny Harkins grew up just yards away from those fields. She sells tropical coral and fish, relying on a filtration system, but she worries about the long-term health impacts of drinking contaminated water for years. Her husband, with no history of heart disease, died of a heart attack several years ago.
Every doggone awful health issue you can imagine. There's 5 widows on this 1-mile stretch of road.
Harkins says she and other residents are looking to the possibility of filing a class action lawsuit. They're also working with environmental activist Aaron Brockovich, known for fighting water contamination. Regulators in the meantime are continuing to sample wells near the farm and in other areas of central Maine where biosolids were used as fertilizer. In Fairfield, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.